Welcome to this second season of our kick-started cabaret. Come hear the music slay as No Rolls Bard plays Blood on the Clocktower. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom, and I'm joined by Laurie.
Hello.
Ken.
Hi.
Holly.
Hello.
John.
Hello.
Dom.
Hello.
Sullivan.
Hello.
Ollie.
Hi.
Tilly.
Hi there.
Chris.
Hello.
Blair.
Hello.
And our very special guest, official storyteller from the Pandemonium Institute, my work spouse who brings down the house. This Grim Reaper is a bona fide keeper. Right, time for bed, everyone. Or should I say, slime for dread?
Should you?
We put none of the Kickstarter money towards Tom writing these.
Slime for dread.
So Ben, before we go around the town square and talk about how each role works and who has that role, can you tell us a little something about this script?
Yeah, so this script's purely designed to show off the Summoner, which is this first week's release character. Basically, if you've got a Summoner on a script, you want to give them an interesting choice because they get to choose what kind of demon is in play and who that demon is. So I've put 4 demons on this script that all provide something different. We've got a Leech that can't die and gets to poison one person. We've got a Vortox that forces people to execute and makes all townsfolk information incorrect. We've got a Nodashi, which kills each night but can poison its 2 nearest townsfolk neighbors. And then finally we've got the Imp. Basic demon that kills, but it can kill itself to pass it on. So it's a built-in safety net. And I think any summoner will have a interesting and most importantly fun choice to make about which one of those 4 they choose.
We'll talk a bit more about this when we go around the town square, but broadly speaking, any good tips for a terrified first-time summoner who wants to stay alive those 2 days?
Don't draw attention to yourself, would be my best advice. The summoner gets the 3 demon bluffs, so they're not just going to be left dangling. They've got some things to work with. Just all you've got to do is survive until day 3, and then you get to pick the most valuable townsfolk or the most trusted person in the circle to become your new demon.
Well, on that note, let's start with the first person in our town square. Laurie, the first of this game's 2 minions and this game's summoner.
Summoner, you get 3 bluffs. On the 3rd night, choose a player, they become an evil demon of your choice, no demon. So, in a situation where we've got a summoner in play, which we have, we'll have as many minions as we should have, but no demon. Obviously, that means there'll be no deaths in the night coming from a demon, which is something that the evil team might want to try and deal with. But crucially, on the 3rd night of the game, the summoner picks anyone they like to be any demon on the script. So it's a waiting game. It's a game of figuring out who's the most valuable good guy to remove and add to your team.
Next up, and apt on the subject of summoning demons, Ken, our first townsfolk, the Exorcist.
The Exorcist, whose ability reads, each night, choose a player different to last night. The demon, if chosen, learns who you are, then doesn't wake tonight. To put it quite simply, the Exorcist blocks the demon from acting for a night. Obviously, in this game, we're not going to have a demon on night 2, so this could be a bit of misinformation going around about this choice. But from night 3 onwards, this guy gets to pick, and they might pick a demon, and if they do, the demon will not act. But they'll learn who the Exorcist is, and they'll probably go after them in the nomination phase.
So, our first alternative worldview on this script for the lack of a demon on day 1, an Exorcist on the script.
Yeah, it's there. It gives a lot of value to the good team, but like all good scripts, there's always the possibility that it can be used by the evil team.
Our second townsfolk, Holly the Poppy Grower.
The Poppy Grower, whose ability reads, minions and demons do not know each other. If you die, they learn who each other are that night. If you were to tell me that this is the scariest townsfolk in the game, I would consider that a reasonable choice. This thing is the bane of evil teams. So on night 1, we'll wake up Laurie. We'll give him 3 bluffs because he's the summoner and he gets 3 bluffs. But we won't tell him who his fellow minion is, and we won't wake up the other minion to tell them anything at all. If the Poppy Grower dies, we then wake up the evil team and introduce them to one another, but only if. And crucially, this is jinxed with the summoner. So if the Poppy Grower is still alive, when Laurie, our summoner, wakes up on night 3 to choose a demon and a player to be that demon, he only gets to choose a demon. We choose which player it is. Terrifying townsfolk.
Our third townsfolk, John, is the sailor.
The sailor. Each night, choose an alive player. Either you or they are drunk. Until dusk, you cannot die. So the way to read this is backwards. You cannot die. John can't die at all. However, each night he picks someone, and either he or that person is drunk. If it's him, then obviously he can't die because his ability isn't working. If it's them, then he's still immune to death.
Our fourth townsfolk, Dom, our gossip.
The gossip, whose ability reads, each day you may make a public statement. Tonight, if it was true, a player dies. Pretty much does what it says on the tin. Each day, if Dom wants to, he can make a public statement. It can be whatever he wants it to be. It can be game related. It can be non-game related. He has to declare that this is his public statement, so he'll probably come out as the gossip. And if it's true, that night someone dies. A lot of people read that and think, oh, that's terrible. Why would you ever gossip the truth? But death is information, crucially. If Dom can figure out that there was a death in the night because he told the truth, that's some very powerful information if his statement was useful.
Speaking of powerful townsfolk, our fifth townsfolk in this town square, Sullivan is our fortune teller, another original character from Old Trouble Brewing.
Classic, and that's why my token's all battered. It's had a lot of love. The fortune teller. Each night, choose 2 players. You learn if either is a demon. There is a good player that registers as a demon to you. Each night, Sullivan will wake up and pick 2 people. If he picks the demon, or the one good player arbitrarily selected before the game begins, which in this case is our exorcist, if he picks the demon or that player, we'll nod and say, yes, you've picked the demon. Any other scenario, it's a no.
Speaking of the assassin, one of the only abilities that can power through the sailor's cannot die ability, our second minion, Ollie the assassin.
Ollie the assassin, whose ability reads, once per game at night, choose a player, they die. Even if, for some reason, they could not. Once per game gets to kill someone in the night, regardless of any cavats or reasons why that might not happen. And this is another example of adding in evil players that support our summoner, because on night 2 there will be no demon death, but Ollie might stab someone.
In a non-Poppy Grower game, a summoner and an assassin could coordinate together and figure out that play. But because of the Poppy Grower, this is going to be a real stab in the dark.
It literally will, yes. And I'm absolutely terrified that this game will end on night 2 when Ollie stabs Laurie. But
Another townsfolk now. Tilly is our bounty hunter.
Tilly the bounty hunter, whose ability is, you start knowing one evil player. If the player you know dies, you learn another evil player tonight. One townsfolk is evil. So we'll read that backwards. One townsfolk is evil. Just by very existence of this character in play, we must turn one of the townsfolk evil before the game even begins. Tilly's going to learn one evil player. If that evil player dies, perhaps if she convinces town to execute that player, or if they for some reason die in the night, we'll wake up Tilly and show her another evil player. However, we have decided that the one townsfolk that is evil will be Tilly. Tilly, the evil bounty hunter, will learn that Laurie is evil, because the evil team are starting off in a very disadvantageous position, so we're going to give them a little hand, and maybe a little reason to be paranoid that Tilly's just lying.
Ben, that is brilliant.
Thank you. I can't take full credit for it. I did have a bit of help from my buddy Ed.
I mean, you could take full credit.
Oh, yeah, no, it was all me.
James would edit it out.
Ed doesn't even exist. I just made him up. I just want to seem humble.
Next up is Chris, our tea lady.
Chris, our tea lady, whose ability reads, if both your alive neighbours are good, they can't die. Yeah, does what it says on the tin. If both Chris's alive neighbours are good, they can't die. However, as we've just said, one of them is the evil bounty hunter. But Chris doesn't know that, and if we have no deaths on night 2, which is entirely possible, maybe he'll suspect that one of his neighbours was attacked in the night.
And finally, Blair, our chambermaid.
Blair the chambermaid, whose ability reads, each night choose 2 alive players, not yourself. You learn how many woke tonight due to their ability. So each night Blair will wake up and pick 2 people, they must be alive, and she'll learn how many of those 2 players woke to their ability. it's crucial to keep in mind that it has to be their ability that makes them wake up. So if, for example, I have to wake up a minion to show them who their demon is, that doesn't count. They're not waking due to their ability. That's during the setup phase. If, on the other hand, I have to wake up that minion to, I don't know, poison someone or whatever their ability might be, that counts. So it's likely that Blair's going to be going up to the people that she chooses and saying, hey, did you wake up last night? What are you? Trying to verify what she thinks she knows.
So in a 10-player game, we have 1 demon, 2 minions, and 7 townsfolk. And in this particular town square, we have 0 outsiders. So the OG count is exactly as it should be.
It is, yes, and it's a very, very powerful town. I must admit, I'm a little scared that they might overwhelm the evil team, but that's kind of, to a degree, what we want, because if the summoner can overcome the poppy grower and pick someone really, really useful and really well trusted, then the evil team are going to gain a portion of all that power.
The 3 demon bluffs that Laurie will be receiving are the Village Idiot.
The Village Idiot, whose ability reads, each night choose a player, you learn their alignment. +0 to +2 Village Idiots. One of the extras is drunk. So there's a lot going on there, but the long and short of it is there can be 0 to 3 Village Idiots in play. We've obviously got 0, it's a demon bluff. Each night, every Village Idiot is woken separately and they point to a player and I tell them if they're good or evil. However, if there is more than 1 Village Idiot in play, one of them is always drunk. This makes it pretty much permanently an evil team bluff. You can almost always confidently bluff Village Idiot and have a reasonable chance of riding that bluff out to the end of the game.
Next, the Slayer.
The Slayer, it's a classic. Once per game, during the day, publicly choose a player. If they are the demon, they die. It's a Slayer. It shoots someone. If it kills the demon, they win. The usefulness of this as a bluff is obvious. You can shoot someone who you know is good and curry favor with them by saying, oh, I know you're not the demon, I trust you. Or you can shoot your own demon and say, well, they're not the demon because I've shot them.
There is that risk with the Slayer of shooting your shot and then becoming expendable execution for information.
Yeah, and I mean, that's fine really. On this setup, we've got an assassin that presumably will spend their stabby before they pretend to be Slayer, or possibly a summoner who's already done their job by night 3 and can then, you know, go off and slay the real demon.
Also, thematically speaking, an assassin pretending to be a Slayer, that works.
Yeah, that is kind of nice. Maybe we should option that for a movie.
What would we call it?
Slassassin.
And finally, maybe the most iconic demon bluff of all, the Saint.
The Saint. If you die by execution, your team loses. I mean, do I really have to go through that one? Don't kill me, guys, I'm the Saint.
It's a real straightforward bluff.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, night 1, time to go to work.
Okay, night 1. So keep in mind we have a poppy grower. The minions are not going to learn of one another's existence. But we do have to wake up the summoner, in this case, Laurie, and give him 3 bluffs. So we show him our Village Idiot, Slayer, and Saint tokens. Next up, we wake John Gracie, our sailor, and he gets to drink with somebody. He chooses Ollie. Now, Ollie will not act tonight. He will not act until tomorrow night. There is no effect if we make him drunk at all. So, seems like a reasonable thing to do. Oftentimes, sailors will offer to be executed early in the game and try and infer something about the person they chose to drink with. So, by making Ollie drunk, we're actually making him look kind of good. Next up, we wake our fortune teller, Sullivan, and he picks his neighbours. So we show him a no and put him back to sleep. Now it's the turn of Tilly. We're going to wake her up and tell her that she's evil, and I point to Laurie to indicate that Laurie is the evil player that she knows. I expect we'll be back in this hut in a moment to answer some of her questions. Finally, we wake up Blair, our chambermaid. She chooses the 2 players on her right. Chris, of course, has not woken, but Tilly has woken due to her ability. She woke up to learn that Laurie is evil. So we correctly show Blair a 1. That concludes the first night of the game.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. It's bad to be back. We said we'd meet again, and here we are. Faces old and new, but whether old hand or new cog, the timeless clock tower ticks by all the same, counting down to the midnight hour. And worry not, lest the sands in your glass run out. There's one born every minute, and those who've had a taste always come back for seconds. I'm mixing my metaphors. Keep a close eye on your neighbours, gentle townsfolk, and find the demon, lest the bell tolls for thee. Good luck.
They can still do it.
They still got it.
These guys have still got it.
I want to learn how to
Still
do
teleporting.
that.
This place is weird. What is that?
That's a little wistful
I know that
guy.
they're
Look how
Sullivan.
wistful he
They're
is.
Sullivan.
Well, why am I this? Why am I this little guy?
Sally, just
you
do
know
this for
what?
us.
I thought.
And just ladies.
No,
Look at this
he's
weird
quite
little
similar.
clown. It's Sullivan.
It's Sullivan.
Well, we're back.
We are back.
Should we start the game?
Shall
We
we
can just hang
begin
out.
the game?
Nah, I
Let's
think
listen.
Let the game.
What have you guys been up to for a year? I want to hear all about it.
I haven't seen any of you.
Too long.
I've forgotten your name.
Bill?
Billy Bob.
All right, I want to go on a chat.
Oh,
So,
great.
Chris, would you
Yes.
like to join me
Yes.
at the Washerwoman's Laundry?
I would love to go to the
Fantastic.
washerwoman's laundry.
Let's go.
I said that so naturally.
Washerwoman's Laundry.
Grab a lorry.
I'm just so happy to be here with you all.
Oh, we're happy to have you. No one's gonna kill
I'm going
Chris,
to
right?
the storyteller's den. Don't worry about it.
Don't read into it.
I'm happy to do a 3 for 3.
Let's just do ones.
Do ones.
I'm the tea lady.
You're the tea lady.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're my neighbor.
Perfect. Oh, great. Okay, nice.
I'm not going to tell anyone else, although
Okay.
it might show itself.
Okay.
Now keep in mind on this
That's
script
really interesting. Okay.
that either one of us could become a demon in 2 nights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is scaring me. Do you mind if I don't hard claim to
No,
you?
it's
Is
totally
that
fine.
right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm happy to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm
if
happy
you're
to
on
do
the
it
evil team, I'm happy to switch. Putting it out there.
Okay, I'm either the Gossip, Slayer, or Saint.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So-
I will be gossiping today.
Okay.
I will not be using my Slayer shot today. And if I get
Saint,
put up
just
on
re-rack
the, if
day
I
one?
get put on the block,
Yeah.
please help me.
Yes. So you didn't wake
yeah.
up. I didn't wake up. If we
Yeah.
have a chambermaid and they checked us, they should get zeros off of us.
So I'm going to tell you what I think has happened. And you tell me if I'm right.
Go for
Okay?
it.
Because I feel like this is confidence building for me to know that maybe I figured it out. I am the evil bounty hunter. And because I'm evil, it would be unfair to just show me myself because I wouldn't really have a power beyond knowing that I'm evil. Which I guess is a kind of power in this world, to know that you're evil. So you then showed me Laurie.
That is exactly what happened.
But I don't know if he's minion.
You don't know what he is, but you know that he's evil. Yeah. So you are the townsfolk that's been made evil by your townsfolk ability.
Yes.
And you know that Laurie is on your team.
Yes.
So your job now is to go and convince him that that isn't some incredibly clever ruse that you've just
Yeah.
come up with.
Okay.
You could be evil,
I could be,
and if you're evil, you don't know who the rest of your team are.
because you're coming straight out to tell me that you're the poppy grower. Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yes. That's what I'm doing. And you could be evil, that's fine. But the reason I'm telling you specifically is the first game I ever played
Right.
with Neryl's Bard, you were the poppy grower.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a horrible time of it.
It's really hard.
It is really hard. And this could be a horrible mistake at the very beginning of day one, but I don't mind if it is. I'm the poppy grower.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, and I don't think you should tell anyone else.
I won't.
Because the really tricky thing with this script is, because there's a summoner on this script, which is the new character,
Yeah.
and anyone who is trusted and anyone who is good
Yes.
can be turned into the thing. And also, but then the other trick, the wrinkle is that we were told beforehand as well, is that if evil don't know who they are and the summoner activates the demon, we don't know who becomes the demon. So that kind of is a weird conversation to have. It's like, do we want evil to choose?
Yeah.
Because if they choose, then they're going to have conversations and we might be able to catch the conversations.
Yeah.
Or do we want to just let it happen?
Well-
because there's an advantage to us to just letting it happen.
I
right?
think letting it happen is good. I feel like, because if there is a summoner in play, and I just have a feeling that there will be, I feel like we should just let them, if we can keep me alive, and I haven't already told a member of the evil team that I'm the Baba Grower. Maybe they can't kill though. If there's a summoner, they're not going to be able to kill.
Yeah, well, unless assassin.
Unless assassin.
But then if they don't know who each other are, they might kill the summoner, and then we might just win straight away.
That's true.
How are you doing? Do you want to do a 3 for 3?
Wow, I may have seen your role, and I'm thinking, how should we do this?
Do what you mean? So what have you seen of me?
I'm either the washerwoman or the grandmother. I may have seen your role. And what we typically do in this situation, I don't know if you want to do this, we go 3, 2, 1, and we say at the same time.
Okay.
And if it's the same, then boom. Because if I say it first, then you can just go, yeah, I am that.
Okay.
Or if you say it first, I can just go, yeah, I've seen that.
Let's do it.
Do you want to do a 3, 2, 1? So 3, 2, 1, and then say? Do you want to count us now?
3, 2, 1.
Village
Mathematician.
idiot. Not you.
Okay, is there any way I can be the mathematician and the village idiot?
No, don't
I'm
worry.
concerned I'm stupid.
Don't worry. That's fine.
I've just told you exactly what I am.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. That has happened. That is very interesting. Cool.
Well,
in which case, what did you?
Soon I've done that. Yeah, no, I didn't get.
Oh, that's okay. Someone else must be the village idiot, and I'll talk to them later.
Could you tell me who you?
No, because then you'd know who they are.
So how does it work? You said you start knowing one or...
The one washerwoman would
So
see...
you're the washerwoman?
Yeah, that's what I've claimed.
Okay.
I might not be,
That's what you've claimed.
Yes, that is what I've claimed. What have you seen as a mathematician?
Nothing so far. They didn't say anything to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you lying to me?
No. I wish I was.
Interesting. Fair enough. Cool. Sounds good.
You don't really want to hard claim too much, like day one stuff.
No.
Because you'll get executed, which means we whittle town down to just trusted good people.
And then the summoner chooses
you kind of need to bluff.
Yeah.
Kind of everything.
Yeah.
Because you kind of need to look like a bad option. So I'm going to try and be suspicious, so I don't join the evil team.
Perfect. Yeah. I was gonna be between bluffing evil and saint is what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah.
Something that can't be killed.
That's a really
but
good shout.
evil would want to keep around.
I mean, that was kind of where I was landing as well. I was just thinking, like, I'm saying, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
it might be the best thing to do.
But I think I'll try and hunt evils today and be like, hey, I'm looking for someone. Is it you?
That's a good idea.
Do some of that because I know that they are looking for each other.
Yeah.
Well. It's us, the good boys.
Cool hot boys. I think if there is evil, it's 2 of us and one fucking patsy, which might well be me. And if it comes up on the screen, fuck you. Or this is you taunting me. Or I'm playing a blinder. It's me and Dom, just like
Just desperate for you to leave so we can share bluffs.
Get the fucking hint, Sullivan.
John,
Don't you need a piss, Sullivan? Come on, you need a piss, don't you, Sullivan? Come on, just go and piss, Sullivan, so we can finally talk.
I feel this is a mad pun, and I don't normally do this, but I do feel good about you too.
I genuinely do, which is so worrying.
I might hard claim.
I might hard claim as well.
And actually,
fucking hell!
Because actually, if I hard claim and I die, I'll know not to trust either, because I'm not going to tell anyone else that I am gossip.
Okay.
So you can gossip with me. Right?
I am the fortune teller, and I actually checked you last night, and I got a no. So you're not my red herring at the very least. Obviously, I don't think there is a demon right now. Don't feel like you have to tell us.
I want to tell you something else though.
Oh, did you get a yes?
No, I got a no. So I checked John and Ollie, and I got a no.
So I could. Do you want me to gossip on you to confirm you, and gossip the negative, and gossip and say, I'd like to gossip that the fortune teller got a yes last night.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, that won't show anything though, because no one will die, right?
No one will die, which will confirm that Sullivan's good.
If you're telling the truth.
That Sullivan's telling the truth.
The only thing is there's an assassin.
That's true. Okay, I'm just going to tell you who I am. Wait for these clowns to go past.
Oh, stinks of evil.
Stinks of evil over there. Ooh, a little bit. Stinks of a couple of minions wafting in. I'm just going to tell you, this is probably terrible. If it's a terrible move, don't tell me. I'm the safe.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to drink with Ollie.
Okay,
that would be funny to make it.
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah.
First of all, I have a proposal. Do you want to really mess with Ollie?
Yeah, how?
Yeah. Okay, so I pretended to be the washerwoman, and I got him to do a 3, 2, 1 and say his role, and he just said his role. So he said he was a mathematician.
He's a mathematician.
First of all, I think he's evil for many reasons, but this might be funny to do first. If you go up to him and say you're the grandmother and saw him as a mathematician.
Okay. Yeah, I'm into it.
Not really mess with him.
All right. Okay, I'll do that. That's all you wanted me for.
No, he probably is evil. I don't know if I.
What's your actual role?
Oh, I'm the. Should I just say my role? Yeah, go on. I trust you.
No, I wouldn't trust me. One, and also.
Why not?
Well, because I've just had like one hard claim to me. I've had a really good hard claim. I don't want to have all the information.
Okay, I'm going to hard claim to you for that reason.
Pressure. No,
I'm going to hard claim.
Ken, I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, just come on, it's the easy chill. First game, let's just go. Let's go fun. I'm the Exorcist.
Would you like to do a 3 for 3?
I'd be happy to do that.
Perfect. Just because there's some things I've told Chris this as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like 2 people to know the potential 3 that I am. So I'm either the gossip, and I will be gossiping today. I'm either the slayer, I will not be using my shot today, or I'm the saint. If I get put on the podium, please help me out.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So I am either the bounty hunter, the slayer, or the chambermaid.
Okay. Bounty hunter, slayer, or chambermaid.
Yeah.
Can I guess which one you are?
Yeah.
And then if I guess... I will tell you who I am if we say the same one on 3. But we also don't have to do that. It would just...
I really don't want to die.
That's fine.
That's
fine. That's fine. That's totally fine.
No, we can do it. We can do it.
Yeah?
We can do it.
Okay.
Okay, I trust you.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll say the name at the same time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bounty hunter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Wait, no, I thought you were going to say your role.
No, I'm saying I wanted to guess yours, and then I'm going to tell you mine.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you mine. So I'm the chambermaid.
Don't fuck me.
I'm not. Sorry. I'm saying your role because I want to trust you before I tell you mine.
Okay.
I'm the chambermaid.
Okay.
Last night I looked at you and Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, I got a 1.
Yeah.
Chris told me they are a role that did not wake last night.
So that tracks.
Yeah.
So how's it going? Good. I had a lovely chat with Dom and John. They both feel good to me. Yeah, how about you guys?
Wait, maybe everyone's good in town.
Oh, it's one of those games. Yeah, just a nice time. Yeah, it's just a lovely time.
Yeah.
We're all just lovely townsfolk living in a town. There's no need to kill anyone. So I spoke to Ken. And we immediately shared roles. I don't know how he did it. He just looked at me and he went, okay, let's just say our roles in 3, 2, 1. Before I knew it.
So he's now gone off to clarify something. So I'd be interested to see what he comes back with.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. He wouldn't tell me that, like I was like, well, I'm going to see who you go to chat to next.
Yeah. What I'll happily share with you guys is that I'm an information gathering role. And there are 3 information gathering roles.
Are you a dum-dum?
Am I a dum-dum? No, I'm not a dum-dum.
No, outside of the game.
Yeah, outside of the game, full dum-dum. In this game, I've been radically miscast. Radically miscast.
So, I'm looking for a role called the Smarty Pants.
I would say I'm also an information gathering, knightly, smart guy.
I'm not an info role.
Have you?
I'm like one of those. I have an effect like later in the game.
Okay, great. Lovely. I think this is good. This is good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the demon.
That's good to know.
I'm curious. Have you heard of this?
Yes. I have heard of the sailor.
Is that who those 2 over there?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Those are the only 2 people you've spoken to?
I've spoken to lots of people.
You've spoken with specifically 2 people, Solomon. It's also been recorded.
I'm looking for someone on my team. Is that either of you?
What? As in you're evil?
I'm no, I'm not evil. I'm just trying to hunt. I'm trying to hunt the evil team, basically.
We're all trying to hunt the evil team.
Yeah, but there could be one of these in play, in which case they don't know who each other are, so I'm trying to catch them.
You think there's a poppy grove and you're trying to...
She's definitely evil.
You're definitely evil.
That makes you look so evil. Well, I'm trying to... Well, if it means I find evil, I don't mind looking evil.
If it means you find evil, so you find your team.
Yeah. No, I'm not on the evil team.
I don't mind looking evil if I find my team.
As long as I can be evil with my evil team.
I'm not on the evil team.
You've never looked so evil in all...
I have.
In all my life.
Okay, I'm not evil.
Oh, that's all right then.
But I feel like I'm able to piss about a bit because I'm one of these guys. As in, one of the outsiders.
Holly. Oh my God, Holly, this reeks to high heaven. The most rancid bluff I've ever heard.
Yeah, awful. This stinks.
Okay, so what did you talk to Laurie about? Did you tell him who you were?
Yeah. I told him I was one of these four.
Okay. And what did he say?
He said, okay. If he hears of any more outsiders,
did he tell you
out.
who he was? I mean, you don't have to tell me who, but...
Did he tell me who he was?
How would you not remember this?
He hasn't told me who he is. Did I not ask him?
Holly?
I'm going to say that I am useful.
Okay.
I want to stick around, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
Fair enough.
I could be useful as like really useful, or useful as like medium useful.
Cool.
And I don't want to go into further detail than that, because I'd ideally like to not join the evil team. So
Fair
if
enough.
you happen to be the summoner, and you're looking for somebody who's a good target, I'm always suspicious, Ken. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Okay. If I was a summoner, I'd probably pick Chris Grace.
Yeah.
Because he's new. And
Well, so the issue with that, right, is that there's Poppygrow on the script.
Yeah,
if they don't know, you only pick the demon.
Yes.
You just pick the type of demon to turn somebody into, and then the storyteller chooses who that will be.
That's kind of better, you know? That's kind of better.
Do you think that, because this is the thing, this was the conversation me and Holly were just having, is like, do we think that's actually better?
Yeah, because
than
the storyteller will help evil in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's like, if we have a Poppygrow, is it worth finding them and killing them?
Yeah.
Because actually, I was thinking there's more data if you have evils who know each other, you can follow who's talking to each other and who's backing each other up. The advantage we have, obviously, is if the summoner doesn't know who they turned into a demon, obviously they might vote for them towards the end of the game, which is really useful. But at this point, it's actually kind of harming us because we don't have any data. And then it becomes like, okay, well, they make something like a leech. And then it's like, there's an even further step of like, nobody knows anything.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, this is a mind fuck of a script.
How comfortable would you be switching to evil on night 3?
I would hate it, and I would be so stressed.
If either of you evil, I'm happy to switch. So, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
If you're the
I see.
summoner, yeah, if you're the summoner and you're gonna choose, please don't choose me.
So I guess the summoner is definitely going to be in this game.
I would think so.
Is that a bit of meta game?
I'd say probably.
Yeah, because I feel also there were 3 2s that went off together in that first day.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like maybe 2 minions checked away. But hopefully we've got a Poppygrow.
Laurie, they think I'm evil.
They think you're evil.
Yeah, something I can do about it.
She came in and said, "Are you too evil? I'm looking for evil."
I did say to Laurie I was going to do that.
Yeah, that's it. I trust Holly.
You do? Because you're both evil.
Not that I know of.
Can't we have a chat?
But you know that you're evil.
I know that
do we have
I'm
enough
evil.
time?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, Laurie.
Yes, we have like that. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I'm feeling.
Why are you guys evil?
I'm feeling awful now.
Because
I'm
I'm
not
really
evil.
looking for it.
I'm really worried.
Are you the saint by any chance? So what everyone
I'm
is.
not bloody saint, no.
I wouldn't do such a
I
basic
wouldn't do
bluff.
such a basic bluff.
Only an idiot
the
evil
demon.
demon.
I wouldn't do this basic saint bluff.
Pathetic.
Basic waste of time.
Absolutely juvenile bluff.
Yeah.
Coward's bluff.
So I'm the saint.
Because I'm actually the saint. I'm not bluffing.
Not actually. Not that coward, Holly.
I just had like a really good conversation with Tilly, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It was like really solid.
Really socially good.
Yeah. We did a 3 for 3, and then I was like, if I guess your role after 3 and we say it at the same time, then I feel really, really solid about this.
Okay.
Yeah, and that happened.
I noticed that she went for a storyteller consult, which is fair game for me
It
to
makes
notice.
sense. No,
and it makes sense based on...
It makes sense with what she's told me.
Okay, great.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
So for me,
Okay, then,
I fully trust you and I fully
so
trust
then let's hope that none of us is drunk.
Yes, that would be good. That would be nice.
Laurie and Holly are evil.
Okay.
They basically outed it.
Basically, yeah. I walked in and said, I'm evil to them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for my team.
Okay.
Holly basically did do that.
Holly did that, yeah.
And she went off with Laurie, so Laurie is tarred by Holly's brush,
Okay.
in my mind.
And are you recruiting now? You're trying to recruit Dom?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if anyone wants to join.
Yeah, I'll join.
soft
Sure,
join. All
why
right,
not?
cool.
I'll soft launch myself.
What, is evil? Tails?
No, I'm fine. I'm basically confirmed.
You
at this
do
point, so-
realise there's a good chance that you can join.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
Well,
no,
you do-
no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I take it back.
don't want to
There's
be
a very
recruited.
good chance that any one of us could join at any moment.
Hideous stuff.
Well, on a specific moment.
Yeah,
Third
if that
night.
is if the summoner is in
Not
play.
if I execute myself first.
Good luck getting me.
I'm taking me off the board.
I'm already dead.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Okay, I'm an outsider.
Oh, cool. Outsider on base 0.
Yeah, I'm an outsider.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. That's one. Ooh, which one are you?
Oh, the one you want to be.
The Saint?
Oh, yeah.
No way.
What about you?
Ah, one just hard claim. I'm the Exorcist.
Okay, cool. So you're the Exorcist. So if we are in a summoner game, we are going to have to wait to use you, basically.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
But good to keep you around.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a better idea to pick someone I think isn't a demon now, so I can then pick them tomorrow. Ooh. So, yeah, I might not do that, though. I might just be trying to sink a kill.
Yeah, my gut right now, and my gut is always wrong, but my gut is that it might be John.
Oh. I've got a strong suspicion on Ollie.
Okay,
Good old
well,
Ollie Jesus.
choose Ollie, yeah.
I just want to say that I've heard a good ping on you.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I just tell you privately.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Was that from?
Well, it was in the chat.
So from the two.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. So I know they're
Yeah. But
they're
yeah,
good peeps.
so I'd pass that on.
Yeah.
I won't go into any more detail about that, but I think it's important that you know that I feel good about you.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know,
Yeah.
Ken took me off.
Yeah.
Did the sort of 3, 2, 1. I mean, how much? I'm just going to tell everyone everything. He's the washerwoman. He had a ping on, I believe, me and Laurie.
Right.
That one of us was the village idiot.
Okay, great.
So I was like, that's not me.
Yeah.
And then he took off Laurie. And then Laurie said as we were walking out, we need to talk to you.
Yeah.
So
maybe
maybe neither of us are the village idiot.
Yeah. So either that's a lie or he can be drunk.
Yeah, because you said there's a sailor as well.
There's also a sailor. But I'll tell you. The sailor told me they took you out for a drink.
What does that do to me?
It could potentially make you drunk.
And that means I don't know who No, I'm still the person.
You're still the person.
But my role, my ability would have misfired.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but that isn't for sure. The storytellers choose either them, either the sailor or you, to be drunk.
I'm the mathematician.
Right. Okay, great. Okay, and I'll tell you who I am in a second.
I got 0 things.
Okay. How many players have worked out?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's okay, due to another character's ability.
Yeah.
So if the sailor made themselves drunk, then that would be a 0. And if the sailor made you drunk, that'd be a 1. No, because you'd be drunk. Also, I'm the fortune teller. I got a good mark. Okay. Oh, great.
It's wonderful to see you all again. But even more wonderful to see my partner in crime, Tom.
Couple of little cuties.
Okay, nominations are open, but I'm also accepting gossips.
I'd like to gossip.
Shoot.
The demon does not exist yet.
I'd like to gossip.
Go for it.
I'd like to gossip that the fortune teller got a yes last night.
Okay. Any more for any more?
Yes, please. I'd like to gossip that Holly is evil.
Thank you.
I'd like to gossip that the minions are a summoner and an assassin.
He knows it's true.
Any more? In that case then, I'll put my big old book back down. And it's time for some nommy noms.
Nommy noms. I hate it.
Just worth noting, we do have to kill today because it is a Vortox
Yes.
script.
Ken's you're confirming you're the Vortex.
Oh yes, I am confirming. It's a quick guy, guys. Let's get on.
I was going to jokingly nominate you, and then I realised if I say those words, it does happen. So I'm not going to.
I nominate Chris.
What? All right.
Where did this come from?
I don't know.
He came in a purple jacket too, and now. Oh wait, John, you're next.
Oh no.
Different shades. Different shades.
Yeah.
All right then, Dom. What have you got to say?
I don't like being outdressed. And that's what's going on here. Got matching tie and handkerchief, don't care for that. I couldn't find a matching handkerchief for this cravat, and also the lapel covers the pocket. So it's unfair. But it's not just sartorial, my issues. I also, it's a bit of a punt. I've heard some stuff around the town that makes me feel like there's a good section of people that I can trust, and so I'm just taking a wild stab in a section where I can't. And Mr. Nice Suit is gonna take the bullet, but we'll get to hear what he says, and maybe we won't have to get blood on that nice velvet jacket.
Chris, if you'd like to defend yourself from that ironclad set of statements.
Well, Dom, I'm sorry you don't feel that you're dressed as well as me. I looked on the script and I didn't see a demon called Mr. Shabby Cloth.
That's the joke.
We're only 5 minutes into the season.
Hey, the only person out of you who should be clapping and laughing is John. The rest of you need to buck your ideas up. People in glass houses.
I'm wearing a shirt, Dom.
Excuse me.
I'm wearing a shirt. That's better than normal.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's been washed even.
I've buttoned my sleeves.
We should be working together, Chris.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, good start.
I will say that it's fine if I get killed, but I will just say for the town, if we have a summoner in the game, mathematically we'll be getting a little bit more good social reads from people because there's one less evil player in the town. So 8 of us are genuinely good right now. So I don't think the fact that your side feels good, our side feels good too. So if you want to do a little West Side Story between our side and your side, we can.
Okay, thanks guys.
Cool.
I think this is a bad.
Chris, just on your point about the maths though, unless there's a bounty hunter in the game.
Oh,
because one townsfolk is
boo.
so there could still be 3 evils.
That's true.
Maybe 4 evils.
Right, let's run the vote. If you'd be so kind, Tom.
I'll be delighted.
There are 10 of you alive. That means you need a minimum of 5 if you wish to execute Chris. Votes for Chris, beginning with Blair. In 3, 2, 1.
Do we have to kill?
I'm just putting on my
We do
vote.
have
One.
to execute.
I'm going to put my vote on almost everyone, just
It's
because
not
we
a-
need to get someone on the vote.
I'd like to nominate myself.
Okay, Blair, come on up.
Oh, so glad we didn't kill lovely Chris. That's tense.
Getting real mixed signals from you, Dom.
Okay, Blair, tell us why you've nominated yourself.
We need to execute someone today. I'd rather not die, so if anyone is more willing to die, like if we have a washerwoman who is used, that's probably the best one that we can go for. But if we want to do this, I'm happy to put myself on the block.
Oh, lovely. Well, have a seat.
Go.
No defense.
Do you want to come defend yourself?
I'll defend myself.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Always fine.
Rent it out to podium.
There's noble sacrifice with some caveats.
Please, someone say that they're a washerwoman. I don't want to die. Please, don't do this. No, it's fine.
Thank you.
Just for pertinent, I would say that I think this is fine.
Have you told anyone who you are, Blair?
Blair, is this,
Have I told anyone?
you told
yes.
my question to Blair, is this for science?
Maybe.
For science!
For science!
For science!
Oh, this for science.
Get a minimum on it, or
No, we should get
No, we should
five.
not do
Okay.
everything, just in case there is a washerwoman.
5 is enough.
If you're a massive science nerd, hands up.
not me?
Yeah,
5 minimum.
science.
I'm a
3,
cool job.
2, 1. 1,
You can all
2,
put your
Well,
hands
this
down.
is everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Hands
that's
down.
fine.
4, 5, 6.
That's enough, right?
I couldn't
Yeah.
stop
We're all over
people
the
doing
place.
like
I think yours is going down, Dom.
I've heard of a washerwoman, but I actually think killing washerwomen is not a good idea generally, because they always cause a lot of problems for the demon later on when they're like, oh, a washerwoman who saw a good player is still alive and no one's going to execute them, because how would an evil player known their information?
I wonder whether that's still the case with the summoner in play, though.
That is true.
Because
That is
that's
true.
a perfect candidate for a
I'm not hearing any noms, so I'm going to call it in 5.
I think
4.
if the washerwoman is in play, they should step forward.
Yeah.
Personally.
2, 1. Blair is executed and dies. Everybody goes to sleep.
Oh.
It's not me.
Spaghetti-o!
So, Blair's successful execution has made some people very suspicious.
Yes, she is of course sat next to Chris, our tea lady, who is not protecting his neighbours because Tilly is evil. That's probably going to throw a bit of a wrench in Tilly's plans. I imagine Chris will look in Tilly's direction, given how willing to die Blair was. First of all, we wake up John, our sailor, and he chooses who he would like to share a mug of grog with. He goes with Chris. Chris has already had one of his neighbours die of execution, and John had a whole day yesterday where he was sober and healthy and could have survived, so I think it's time we made John drunk. Next up we wake Ken. Ken is our exorcist and there is no demon in play, so this is the one and only night where his choice is effectively nullified. Next up we wake Ollie, our assassin. Given that he doesn't know who is on his team, he somewhat wisely chooses not to go stabby tonight. Next up, Sullivan, our fortune teller. He once again does not choose his red herring, and, as I've already mentioned, there's no demon in play. He chooses Dom and Tilly and correctly learns a no.
So Sullivan is a fortune teller who has been getting nothing but good information 2 days straight.
Correct. Very powerful if he can leverage it. However, it's entirely possible that when the demon does come into existence, it might be somebody he's already checked.
End of night 2. Laurie the Summoner only needs to survive 1 more day in order to create his demon and hugely shift the balance of power in town. What possible worldviews exist that would explain night 2, no deaths?
Well, there's a number of them on the script, but from the ones that are specifically in play, it is entirely possible that an exorcist chose the demon. It's also possible that a demon attacked the sailor. And finally, it's possible that the demon attacked one of Chris's neighbours, and if they're both good, they would have survived. So, just off the top of my head, there's 3 immediate reasons why we would have no deaths, although I think these guys strongly suspect Summoner.
Ben, have the townsfolk gone down to the woods today?
If they have, they'll be sure to find a big surprise.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You assemble in the town square to find the remains of nobody.
Okay.
Summoner.
Okay.
It's a summoning game.
But that's not all. There's a traveller in town.
No.
Sorry, what?
We found him outside drenched in whiskey and thought we'd invite him. Welcome everyone, this is Steve Medway, the game's designer.
I don't know who this Steve chap is. I'm just your friendly neighbourhood Voudon. I was walking by, I saw the flowers in gardens, I saw the sun in the sky, I smelt the delicious aroma of pies cooling on windowsills, and I thought, this looks like a jolly place, a place where I belong. So I turned up and we'll see what happens.
So, for the benefit of you guys and for the benefit of folks watching at home, Steve is the Voudon. It's a traveller. Steve can be either good or evil, but you will all know what Steve's ability is. And Steve's ability is, only you and the dead can vote. They don't need a vote token to do so. A 50% majority is not required.
Hey,
Right
I
now-
want to do something.
Right now, the only 2 people in town who can vote on an execution is Stephen and Blair.
That's incredible. I love this so much.
Brilliant. Well, shall we disappear so that these guys can do the thing?
1, 3. 1, 2.
Well, they can have that chat I asked for.
I would love
yesterday.
to.
Yes. Washerwoman's laundry.
Right. So,
I have info for you.
I have, well, yeah, so shall I tell you my bit first?
Yeah, go on. Well, no, let me tell you, because
Okay.
I'm your granny.
What?
And I'm the mathematician, and you're the mathematician, right? Yeah.
Okay, right, so at the start of the day, Ken took me off.
Yeah.
And he said he is the washerwoman.
Sure.
Is that what he told you?
Yes.
And he said, he got a thing on 2, and a good thing on 2.
Yeah.
He says, one of either you or someone else is the village idiot.
Right.
And I said, well, it's not me, because I'm the mathematician.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, who's the other person who got a ping on?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I won't tell you. I said, well, I'm just looking at who you go to talk to next.
Right, me.
And it was you. And then you went off. And then, of course, there was that whole thing there where people are like, if you're the washerwoman, I think you should step forward.
And he didn't step forward.
And he didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ken's got a reason for that, because, it's quite powerful. It is quite powerful having a washerwoman late in the game if we do confirm the information chain. Because then you know someone's good. They're kind of like... They've been confirmed from the whole beginning of the game. People trust them, so then you can vote with them. It's just dangerous in a summoner game, because if the summoner can pick Ken and turn Ken into a demon, and we're all going like, where's the washerwoman? Who even knows?
So, neither of us in the village idiot, though.
No.
But that's what he said when he's washerwoman.
So he's probably made it up then, I guess.
I feel like you're... I don't know, you've got like a smirk.
I haven't got a smirk.
Because I've had multiple people confirm I'm a good guy.
Yeah, and I've just confirmed you as a good guy.
Okay, right.
With no information. Like, with no information. I've just said you're what you said you are. That's because I'm your granny.
So what does grandmother do?
If you die, I die.
Okay, so we're...
Yeah, so we're a team. We don't protect each other, we're a team. Okay. It's okay, mate.
I'm just that stressed.
So, I am a traveller. And a traveller is a certain class of character that can enter the game late or leave the game early, or both. In this game, I'll be entering the game late on day 2. And travellers are very special characters. They're a full character in every right. I might be good, I might be evil. I'll find out soon. And a traveller has all of the power and none of the responsibility. They're very powerful characters. So they get a vote. Some travellers wake at night, some travellers don't. I am the Voodon. I do not wake at night. I have a very special power, which I love. Voodon is my favourite character. Travellers.
Really? I didn't know that, Steve.
That's my favourite traveller.
Oh, awesome. What? Well,
favourite traveller.
Yeah, tell us why.
I get to vote. I get to stay in the game the whole game because people generally keep the Voodon alive. And it's really, really interesting because you almost want to kill good players. Every evil player that you kill is another evil vote. So it's a real balance between killing evil players and killing good players. I'm hoping I'm going to be good. I think Ben's going to make me evil.
Well, it's my pleasure, Steve, to tell you that you in fact are on the good team.
Cool, you're proving me a liar already. No, that's fine. A good Voodon's fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's almost more fun on the good team, I think, because of what you said, because it flips everything on its head and gives you a kind of council of dead goodies to work with. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how it'll go.
I'm going to hard claim to you.
Okay.
I have hard claim to Laurie. Laurie knows who I was. And his advice, and I think it is good advice to give this character, is not to tell anyone else. Okay. However, loads of these characters are that. Like this. Which is why I felt so confident doing the thing of like, you my equal team. Because I know they're looking for each other.
Okay.
Which is why I'm saying I should be this.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if we keep me in the... it isn't the worst thing in the world to kill me.
If you're telling the truth, we absolutely should keep you alive.
Yes.
But if you're telling
the game
the
won't end. What I'm saying is
it's not quite as
like
apocalyptic,
What I'm saying is if we really need to rule me out, it's not the worst thing in the world, but they will then learn who their team are.
If only Laurie knows, unless Laurie is evil.
Yeah, which is always a chance.
It's possible. Why did you speak to him?
Because the first game I ever played for MLB, he was the lovely grower.
Right.
And he had a horrible game.
It just looks so dodge. In a game like this where if there's a summoner, two pairs look really dodge.
Yeah.
I will say, Sullivan and Dom sat down right next to me, because everyone else had gone, but we chatted, and I might be surrounded by them being evil. I'm not discounting that.
You've got a read on Ollie and John, and now you and Tilly, and that was another no. So, obviously I'm going to get no's all the time if there's a summoner, because there's going to be no demon. Yes. But it's useful to know anyway. Because, I think we've almost certainly got a summoner, unless we have a demon who's sunk a kill. That's a possibility. But I think
the summoner gets to make a demon tonight.
Yes, because now it's the third night. First night, second night, third night, yeah.
Yes. So, what do we do?
I mean, it's going to be really tough.
I know I was doing a bit. I think I was on the money with Chris.
You might well be. Did you feel like Blair was claiming Sailor there? She said for science.
Well, Ken said, "Is this for science?" And she went along with it.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that maybe she wasn't.
Maybe she's claiming that either Chris or Laurie are the tea lady.
I think that's more likely.
Yeah, because she said,
then she was surprised
Chris,
that she died.
And she said, "Oh, Chris." So Chris must be claiming tea lady to Blair.
Ah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
I
either,
think I was on the money, you know.
Yeah, I think it might be evil because I'm pretty certain that's what that was. And then she's gone for a chat with him now.
Why don't I gossip that Chris is the demon?
Yeah. Or Chris is a minion.
Oh yeah, sorry, Chris is a minion.
Yeah. Go for Chris is a minion.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
I lied to you yesterday. I'm not the Gossip Slayer or the Saint.
What are you?
I'm the Chambermaid.
Oh,
The first night I checked you and Tilly. I just wanted to see the information that you would give me both.
Yeah. Did it check
Before
out?
outing myself. It checked out.
Okay.
So I got a 1 the first night, which meant that Tilly woke up, which checks out because her 3 bluffs to me were Bounty Hunter, Chambermaid, and Slayer. So then I said, after 3, can we at the same time say your role?
Okay.
And if we say the same name, I will tell you who I actually am.
Okay.
And we did a 1, 2, 3. We both said Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
So that really checked out for me.
Mhm.
It does mean that we have an evil townsfolk.
Okay. My thought is maybe that she has turned herself evil, and that's why the tea lady check failed. I'm very down for executing Tilly.
Yeah, me too.
Because, like,
For
mechanically, for science.
Yeah.
And obviously you have really all the control today because only
Yeah.
you and Steve can vote.
Yeah.
It might be interesting to see who she is sus of because she should have at least one very specific suspicion about somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would argue should probably express that through a nomination.
Mm-hmm.
So I am the bounty hunter.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I saw John.
Great.
But there's a drunk on the script.
Yes.
And
Yeah, we could have a Baron with 2 outsiders. I've heard of an outsider hard claim.
This is fantastic because who are the myself and probably 2 dead players hold all of the voting power.
That's cool.
So
there's only 1 dead player.
I can only 1 dead player.
Yeah, because there was no death in the night.
Okay.
because we have.
So Blair and myself hold
We
the
might
voting
have
power.
that. Yeah.
Is there a world in which we can not the summoner?
Yeah, they hit the sailor, they hit someone protected by Tea Lady, they sunk the kill on Blair, or they were exercised, or I think that might be it.
In either case, I think my strategy this game is to do whatever Tilly tells me to do.
God, no.
Yeah,
And if you're good, we win. And if you're evil, I look like a chump on camera, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
I gotta have
And I'm
perfectly fine.
I'm gonna do whatever you get from Tilly, and I'll copy that.
For
I'll
real,
clone that, yeah.
for real. That should be my strategy.
So are you prepared to hard claim to me?
Oh yeah,
then?
yeah, I am. I'm the exorcist.
Oh wow.
Are you both evil? The thing is, if you're both evil, you don't know it.
I'm not evil.
If we were both evil, would we do this?
Ken.
Yes.
We love you, Ken. We're just,
Oh, okay. You can't be
we're
evil.
good friends.
We wouldn't.
You can't be evil. That's fine. That's impossible.
Have you had any information that you are confused by? Only from one person. As in your own information. I have reason to believe you might be drunk. Or have been drunk. In case you have information that is weird. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've not tested the information.
Someone has claimed and that they will prank with you.
Yes, I've heard that from someone.
Okay. So if I just wanted to clarify that.
So,
but I don't know who you are.
Dom's the same.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me that directly. I've inferred that. Him and Sullivan sat down next to me when I was sitting over there. And I'm like, if you're both evil, I'm so fucked. But we talked about it, and that was one of the ones he claimed.
I'm assuming that you are the tea lady.
I am the tea
Yes. I think
It failed.
I think Tilly is 100% evil.
Oh yeah?
I think, yeah. Just socially, there were a few weird things that happened yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm worried that I'm tunneling,
but I think I know who the three evil
I'm
players.
worried that is this a film?
The three sitting in a row over there. Sullivan, Ollie, and Tilly. I'll tell you why.
You say your theory, because I have a theory as well.
Okay. I'll tell you why. Because I went to Ollie and claimed to be a washerwoman. I wasn't. I'm not.
Okay.
Just for a bit. But yesterday in town, there was a weird thing where all three of them were trying to get the washerwoman to come out. Did you notice that? When Sullivan was like, "Oh, I wish there was a washerwoman."
I think the washerwoman should come out. Yes.
Yeah. And then Tilly said, "I think they should definitely come forward and look straight at me." And
how does Tilly know?
How does Tilly know? Because I only told Ollie. So Ollie is just telling everyone. But I do think there was something evil about what they were doing.
I do think Ollie could also be just telling everybody and not
I
keeping
think
things back.
I agree that it's a 3 evil game.
Yeah.
But I think it might be still a summoner game.
No, you can't have with a bounty.
Yes.
But I've heard of a hard claim of a bounty hunter though.
But that would have turned an extra person evil.
But the
And
hard
3 evil
claim
with bounty hunter.
is your neighbour.
Oh, I see.
And I don't trust it.
So do you think they just sunk a kill last night?
I have reason to. I have theories about why they took him.
They hit a sailor.
Or they were exercised.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I should say this.
I don't think you should. That's really interesting. Okay.
Are either of you comfortable telling me your role, just so I can do a weird play in town?
Okay, I am.
Okay, what?
I am the exorcist.
So where did you get that info from then?
What are you, Ollie?
Mathematician.
Oh, you're that. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Did
you
you
get
get
anything last night?
Last night I got 1. On the first night I got 0, but I assume that's when I was drunk.
I think either you or the sailor would be drunk, and I think that would make you drunk in that instance. So I think we have to disregard the 0.
So should I just say what's been going on with me?
Yeah, please.
So right at the start, Ken took me to the fortune teller's home, and he just mind left me. Right,
he did what?
He mind left me. He said, on the count of 3, let's reveal our roles to each other. And before I knew it, I told him.
Ollie, what did you do?
I don't know. So I said mathematician, he said washerwoman.
Oh,
He said the reason he brought me in is because he got a read that either me or someone else was a villager here.
Okay.
I was like, okay. And then I said, well, who's the other person? And he said, I won't tell you, so I'll just see who you go off with next. And he went off with Laurie. And that's why me and Laurie spoke. And the other thing is, everyone was saying, if you're the washerwoman, you should kill yourself.
What do we think?
I think it's worth knowing.
Please tell me you're the demon.
I'm not the demon. Are you evil? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm fighting for my life right now. So I'm the bounty hunter.
Right.
And I saw myself.
So you're the
And
evil
then I saw
townsfolk.
you.
So you're an evil townsfolk.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Please tell me you're the demon.
I'm not the demon.
Oh, fuck. Because I just threw John under the bus and I'm really happy he's not the demon.
Right, okay.
Is he the demon?
I don't think so.
Do you know?
I don't know who the demon
Oh
is.
my god. Fuck. I really hope it's not John. Because if so, I've completely beefed it. Because they're going to try and execute him today. Stephen and Ken are going to try and execute him today.
John?
Yes, because I bluffed that he was who I saw in the night.
I'm pretty confident that there would be no demon in this game. Because I think it's probably a summoner game. There is no demon.
But if he's the summoner?
Yeah, but have you actually seen him?
No, I didn't see him.
So you don't know. It's just like a... If you're on the evil team, it's a chance.
It's a chance. I just went for it to save my own skin.
That's really funny.
I think maybe if this goes on long enough, I should just get myself executed so that I can vote.
I mean,
Which is
getting
gonna
yourself executed
seem-
today is probably
The only
fine.
thing is, it's going to make me seem very sus to.
Stephen might be on the evil team.
I feel like he's good.
If you're... He's probably good. Stephen's probably
yeah,
good.
I think
if
he's
you're
good.
if you're actually an evil bounty hunter,
Yeah.
Stephen's probably good.
Yeah, I think so,
the
because
evil
it would
team
be
is-
so
the evil team
unfair.
is- if the evil team has a summoner, they're about to go up to 4 players
Yeah.
tonight.
Does that happen tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it's not the third night already, is it?
It's the third night tonight.
Oh God, I hope John's not the summoner. Imagine if the game just ends.
Okay, I trust you now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to buy that you're.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy that you're evil. You're panicking.
Why would I do this otherwise?
I'm the summoner.
Oh thank God. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, you beautiful man. Yes. Yes, we're gonna win.
Having watched these videos before, I didn't know that it's actually 5 miles walk to this tent and 5 miles back.
It is really far,
Like,
isn't it?
I'm
Yeah,
puffed.
exhausting. Yeah, it's why they take so long to film. Cool. Well, I'm kind of just happy to tell you everything because
Yeah,
I don't see
I
why
am-
not.
If I'm evil,
Yeah.
if I'm good, yeah, I'm your best friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I'm evil, I'm still kind of really useful.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Go for it.
Cool. So I'm the chambermaid. Night 1, I got a 1. So on Chris and Tilly. I spoke with both of them day 1 and lied to them about what role I was to see if they would tell me roughly who they were. Chris came out to me right away with a hard claim of Tea Lady. I gave him I was either Gossip Slayer or Saint. Then I went and talked to Tilly, who I gave the same bluffs to. She then gave me Bounty Hunter, Chambermaid, or Slayer. So I then said, if I guess your role at the same time that you say it on 3, I will then hard claim to you what I am, because I've lied to you. And we did a 1, 2, 3. We both said Bounty Hunter. So that led me to believe, okay, so because she's the one ping that I got as the one person who woke up last night, which led me to believe Chris as being the tea lady, because that does not wake up at the night. And then I wanted to test that yesterday by putting myself on the block, because I thought if I'm good and Tilly's good and Chris is good, even if Chris is the evil townsfolk, it would still work the same way. And then I died. So something is going on there. Potentially evil bounty hunter.
Tilly has claimed Bounty Hunter,
Okay.
and Chris has claimed. Ken has claimed Exorcist.
Ken has claimed Exorcist.
I
Okay.
don't know what Chris is claiming. Just before we head back, who are we voting for today? You know so much more than me.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just gonna
I
follow
do.
you.
That's pretty much all I know because I've not talked to anyone else. I think probably Tilly. It feels bad though.
Can we give Tilly's information a bit of a test?
Yeah.
And kill John.
Oh,
and
okay.
if things go well, we'll keep killing.
Oh, is that
yeah.
who she saw?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
great. Let's do that
yeah.
then.
And if
Let's do that.
nothing interesting happens,
Yeah.
nothing good, nothing interesting happens, then we'll kill Tilly.
Sounds very nice.
Death
Oh.
is not the end in this game, and in this specific game, it is the beginning of your opportunity to vote. So, would anyone like to nominate, or would anyone like to gossip?
Could I gossip, please?
You can. Let me get the grim.
I would like to gossip that the summoner is on this side. Sullivan to Blair inclusive.
I would like to gossip that Stephen is evil.
I would like to gossip that John is evil.
I would like to gossip that Chris is a minion.
I would like to gossip that I'm better dressed than Dom.
Guaranteeing death, Chris. Someone's gonna die tonight. I can't wait for this series to come out.
I'd like to gossip that adding Chris was a good choice.
I just do want to let town know that we didn't have a death, so it might be a summoner. I will say that I am the washerwoman, and I saw an exorcist. And so yesterday when people were saying washerwoman should come out, I had already been nominated and not executed. So it wouldn't have made a difference if I came out.
Right.
So I believe we might have an exorcist in town.
Okay. Could I nominate Ken then?
All right, what we get? Swap sides.
Oh, what might happen?
Kiss!
Kiss! What?
Kiss already.
Kiss, sexual tension.
Not enough kissing on this script.
Ed and Tom got close. Ellie got close.
Okay, settle down. Right, Ollie, tell us why you've nominated Ken.
Quite a few reasons which haven't stacked up for me. You might have noticed Ken wanted to talk to me on the very first day. We went and talked, and he told me he was the washerwoman, and we did a bit there. And then then there was the whole thing where Blair was going to get killed yesterday, and made a big thing of, well, if the washerwoman's here, maybe they want to step forward. Ken said, no, I don't think the washerwoman should step forward. And now Chris claims they were the washerwoman. So with all those things, and also I think when we spoke, you said it was either, you got to ping on either me or someone else to be the village idiot. And I said, well, who's the other person? And you said, I'm not going to tell you. And I said, well, I'll just watch who you go off with next. And it was Laurie, and then Laurie came back, and Laurie said, I want to talk to you right away. And then Laurie also told me you weren't claiming to be the washerwoman.
No, I said he was.
You did say that, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I've actually lost track of it, of all the conflicting things I've heard. And just for me, just for my character, I've got where my boys at? They're vouching for me.
Just the one boy.
My boys.
I don't know if you're telling the truth.
My boys.
We told you.
Okay, well,
He seemed
this
nice.
guy.
He seemed good.
This seemed fine.
All right, you're not on trial here, though, Ollie.
Seem evil now, Ollie.
I'll do that next.
Deafening silence from the boys.
Where are my boys at?
Ken, defend yourself.
Yeah, all those things happened. They were for a bit. The bit will come out excellently, I think. Laurie knows. Laurie's my boy, my one boy. He knows why.
We're looking for more boys.
Chris also knows what's going on. We're all part of a bit. They trust me. Right?
We're the boys.
We're the boys.
We're the boys.
That's where the boys are.
I will say, you might know this already, but I am the exorcist. So if you believe Chris is the washerwoman, I'm the exorcist he's seen. So don't kill me for that reason. I'm happy to claim. Why not?
Huh.
Well, thanks, lads. Obviously.
Well, either way, we don't even vote on this.
Yeah, I think the tricky thing is as well, we've got to remember that with the Vodun in play, anyone we do, if we execute people we think are evil, they actually get a vote.
Yep. I'm happy to die for that reason. I want to
So
be
it's
dead.
like, if we do think Ken is good, but I think the Exorcist is actually good to have a life, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But in future, I think it's useful to think like killing good players is still good.
Okay, we're going to run the vote now, guys. The only two people who can vote are Blair and Steve. The majority required is 1, because that is the smallest number you can get while someone puts their hand up. So, yeah, you ready, Tom?
What a wild game.
Votes for Ken, beginning with Blair. Kind of. In 3, 2,
I'm just
1.
gonna put 1 on it.
1!
We can beat this. No, we can beat this.
If Stephen's on the good
1
team.
is enough.
Yeah.
That was fine.
Ken is about to die with 1. Any other
no.
nominations?
So there were no deaths last night.
I nominate John.
Oh, come on, up you come, guys.
Bit of a curveball.
Not one of my boys.
You're on that side. Traitor.
Thanks, John. Thanks.
Don't worry, guys. We've only been doing this for 2 seasons. Okay, Tilly, tell us why you have nominated Mr. Gracie. That's it. That's the whole prosecution. You've got to interpret what that means.
This is the most Phoenix Wright shit I've ever seen.
I'm cool, lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Why does Dom have to be sat here?
You go, girl. You're the cool lawyer. I got your back, babe. Don't sweat. The small stuff. Sock it to him.
Okay, it's my time now. My turn.
Okay, right.
You're doing great.
As wonderful as this is,
Yes.
let's give her a chance.
So I should say that I don't necessarily know if we should kill John, given the discussion we just had about do we want potentially evil players to have a vote. I will say I received some information from someone that was an evil ping on John, just a straight evil ping at the beginning of the game, and I just want to put that information out there. The person who told me that also said that if John dies, they may get another piece of information. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting.
Yeah.
John, do you really find it interesting?
I do actually. So, those of you who know who I am, shall I say who I am? Do you think that's a good idea at this point? Given I can't die in the night. Yeah, it's not bad.
Are you asking for your boys?
Yeah, where my boys are? Yeah, boys for dudes. I think you can say
Yeah, Dom, do you agree?
I think so.
Okay.
Certainly, it's a useful test.
Yeah, okay. I'm the sailor. I've been sailing away. I lied to quite a few of you, sorry. I drank with Ollie on night 1, and I did inadvertently tell Ollie who I was by accident. I pretended someone else was the sailor, then at the end of the conversation I went, I won't drink with you tonight. And Ollie was like, oh, so you're the sailor? I went, yes, sir. Yes. That was my bad.
Classic boys.
Classic boys bit. Oh, what do they like, these boys? And then second night I drank with Chris. I don't know if that means anything. I was going to talk to you about it. But you're dead, right?
Me?
No. Who died in the night?
dead.
Sorry, just Blair. So I should apologise if you've gotten some bad information. I don't know anything about you.
I think it's fine.
If you want to kill me, it's fine. If that helps clear things up. At the moment, it's okay to keep. It's fine to die. But once the demon, if we do have a summoner, once the demon comes in, it'd be good to. Although if I drink with them, they're not going to get poisoned, are they? I would get poisoned. So I'm probably dead. So you can probably kill me. I rest my case.
Thank you. Have a seat.
Gives John a vote, which is good.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we go straight into the vote here, guys. It is worth keeping in mind that we have 1 vote on Ken. That means both players need to vote in order to execute John. Votes for John, kind of beginning with Dom, but technically beginning with Blair. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2 is enough, and the most votes there can be. I love this character.
I'm a ghost sailor. Sailing in the 7 seas.
Okay.
Unless you survive.
Oh, yeah. So I drank with Chris.
I'm going to close the day soon because you can't beat 2, so calling it in 5.
You might be going back aboard the Mary Celeste.
3, 2, 1. John be executed and he dies.
He dies. Oh, okay.
Good night.
That means you were poisoned, Chris.
Ravenswood Bluff.
Oh, you're drunk.
It means you were drunk.
Oh, damn it. It means I'm drunk and dead and a ghost.
John's dead. He would normally wake first, so it is now time to wake up Laurie, our summoner. He's going to choose a demon, but because the Poppy Grower is still alive, he will not choose which player gets that demon. We will choose that. Laurie decides to create a leech. Based on the current level of trust in the town, we've decided that Ken will become the leech. So we wake up Ken, we show him the You Are card, and then show him the leech's token. And we prompt him to choose a host. This host will be permanently poisoned, and Ken can only die if and when the host dies. Unfortunately for Ken, he chooses Holly, the Poppy Grower. The evil team now must keep the person alive who is stopping them from learning of one another. Next up, he chooses who to kill, and he selects Laurie, the summoner that just created him. A terrible circumstance, except for one very important point. Laurie was the evil player that Tilly knew about. Now that Laurie is dead, we must show Tilly another evil player. This gives us the perfect chance to introduce the demon to the rest of the gang. So we wake up Tilly, and we point to Ken.
That is a fantastic turn of events.
Can't make this stuff up, can you? Next we wake up Ollie. Ollie once again wisely chooses not to stab, probably for fear of killing his own demon. We once again wake Sullivan, and he once again chooses his neighbours. Neither of them are the demon, so he learns a no. It's also important to note that the good player that registers falsely for the fortune teller must be a good player. That player was Ken. He is no longer good, so we have to reassign the fortune teller's red herring. We decide to put it on Chris. Should Sullivan choose Chris, he'll learn a yes. That concludes the third night of the game.
That is genuinely one of the craziest nights we have ever had.
This game, some people call this game confusing, and I disagree. But if they were to say it about that night, I would consider that reasonable.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You assemble in the town square to find their limp and lifeless body slumped over the clock tower's spire. Sorry, Rosie, someone's working overtime.
Oh.
Laurie.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, so the demon gets to kill the first. No, he's.
We don't have a demon yet, right?
Good luck.
Okay, so
That's actually pretty good because I was the saint.
does the demon
So that's actually pretty good.
That's good.
Does the demon get made?
Guys, listen. Which one was that?
Sorry, does the demon kill after they are made?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
if
fine.
we have a summoner, is that just? Do we think that's what's happened?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm pretty certain we got a summon.
There's other reason to explain why there wasn't a death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laurie, can I talk to you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
John and Ollie, I would love to talk to you.
Can we hold on before we break off? Can you clarify why you were not expecting to die yesterday, John?
Because if I was the sailor and I picked someone else, I could be invincible.
Yeah.
Could be though.
either
It's
me
not
or-
necessary. Like,
I thought I might die.
But the person he chose
picked
is
Chris.
Chris, who's the washerwoman, so it's unlikely that they would make John the.
Yeah, that suggests that Chris is not a character that'd be worth making drunk.
Yeah, or
as-
evil.
As me. Or evil.
Oh, that's
Or
interesting.
evil.
Yeah.
Because
Laurie and Holly,
it could have been. There is a world where Chris is the assassin and was drunk on the day that he actually tried to make a kill.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah,
why we got no deaths in the
absolutely.
first
So-
time. Anyway.
How many of us
and
are
then
alive?
dead people. Can we have a confab after you come back?
Yes.
I think I don't care if I die now. I'm the gossip.
Ah.
And last night I gossiped that Chris was a minion.
Oh.
And
a player died.
John had picked Chris and died as the sailor. I think John's on the level. I don't think he's evil.
Yeah. But a player would die if you were right. You gossip Chris as a minion.
Yeah.
And only one person
One player
died,
died.
which means that was probably the minion kill when the minion was created, unless Ken has shot the minion.
Yes.
If Ken is actually the exorcist and he named the demon as they were created, they didn't get to act. So we can't guarantee that about Chris.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that is one thing to put in your worldview
Yeah.
that might
Help.
help.
I reckon if I was choosing a demon to create, I would choose the Vortox or the Leech.
Yeah, me too.
Vortox is an extra win condition and it fucks with everyone's info. It
And
makes it
Leech-
obvious it's a Vortox
Leech
eventually.
makes it harder to kill.
Leech makes it harder to find the right person.
So you're saying you were the
saint.
The saint. You absolutely were you?
Yeah.
So what were you?
Do you think I should say? John also knows now.
I mean, if you get it's really.
Does John trust you?
We're actually at an
Yes.
advantage now.
Yes.
With them not knowing.
Yes. I think it's quite crucial that I stay hidden.
Yeah. Although it's good votes.
It is good votes if I die, but if I die,
yeah,
I'm making it too obvious. I'm going to just tell you, I'm Poppy Grover. Fantastic. So if they have created a new demon,
they don't know
who it is.
Right.
Don't say anything. Don't even speak. I really hope that what I'm about to do is what I saw in the night.
Oh yeah.
You killed Laurie last night. Didn't you?
That's right.
Because I am the evil bounty hunter.
Oh.
And Laurie was the summoner.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Funny.
But this is good because now
How
Laurie's
did you-
dead. So Laurie gets a vote, which is good for us.
How do you know that he's the evil summoner?
Because I saw him as the bounty hunter. So as the bounty hunter, I saw myself, but Ben decided that wasn't fair enough. So
Yeah.
he also showed me Laurie as well.
Yes. Well, yeah. He was just telling you that you are evil the first time, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that's not great. Then?
Why?
So you knew he was going to make me this,
No, I didn't know. We never talked about it.
but you've seen me now.
Yeah, I've seen you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. Okay.
Yeah, because he
Ooh,
died.
yeah.
He was my original.
Okay. Who else is evil?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, the reason why I grabbed you two in particular is because last night I was like, oh, a good idea is to go over the people that I've already chosen because I would act after the summoner. So if you turn into the demon, which neither of you did, according to my fortune teller information, obviously I could be drunk or whatever. But
I'm also dead.
Oh yeah, and you're dead. So I just decided to I should have checked someone else actually. I should have checked Dom, shouldn't I? But silly, remember things, Sullivan. But yes, obviously neither of you turned into the demon. Mainly because you're dead, John.
Yeah.
But that's good to know. And it's also neither of you are definitely my red herrings either. You would have come up earlier.
That's true.
As a yes. So I thought I'd go over the people that I've already checked. So I'll check Dom and Tilly tonight. But that's good. You haven't turned evil.
Oh, what, you checked us again?
Yeah. Because
Okay, right.
If
I
you
see.
turned evil, then you wouldn't
Okay.
come up as the demon.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah. And you're not, and you aren't my red herrings. So
Yeah.
that's really good.
I don't trust you yet, but I'll trust you.
Well,
very
I think
soon.
there's a lot of reasons to not trust me. The sailor drank with me, and the sailor got drunk, which is weird.
I think you're the summoner.
Oh,
Personally.
then totally kill me.
I don't think we should kill you then, though. Because
Oh,
you're
'cause I'll have a
used, you're
vote?
spent, and then you'll have a vote.
Oh, I'm not the summoner. I'm the tea lady.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's actually a great point.
Yeah.
If you are the summoner, we should
I have
we
no
should
more
be
use.
keeping you alive the whole
Yeah.
day.
I think either
Yeah.
if you're the tea lady, whether you are or
Yeah, so
not,
keep me
or
alive,
the drunk,
and then-
keep you alive. If
Okay.
you're the summoner, you're spent. Keep
okay,
you alive.
I'm beginning to suspect that I might be drunk.
I think you're probably well, but then
Because-
okay. So then, what happened to John? So John was John.
Because if I'm the tea lady, that would be a good character to drunk off
Yeah.
of a sailor choice. So,
So
I mean, John could
it
also be
makes
lying.
I think John's evil.
I think John's
a bad egg.
So, Ollie, what's your mathematician read so far?
Mathematician read night 1, 0. Night, but you took me for a drink.
And
Night,
it's more likely that you were drunk than I was drunk then.
Yeah. Night 2 was 1.
Okay.
And last night I got a 0 again.
A 0 again.
2.
And that's abnormally, yeah.
It's very
So
low.
night 2 was 1, which means that Chris was drunk. There's no other thing here, right? Is there any other thing that will affect another player's?
Due to another character's ability.
Yeah. So it wouldn't count if you made yourself drunk.
Yeah,
as sailor.
and it wouldn't count if you started as the drunk.
Nope.
Anyway, that would have been red anyway.
It would be another character's ability. There are no other.
Well, unless you've got like an Odashi or a Vortox poisoning.
Yep, which I think is unlikely.
I think at that point you would have got bigger readings.
And-
I mean, if it was a Vortox, you'd get like a 5 or
Yeah,
something.
and you would have got a 1 last night as
Yeah.
well. I think Occam's razor says that Chris was drunk. I don't think that he was the washerwoman. I think that he was the assassin, and I think he tried to make a kill and it didn't come off.
Okay, interesting.
That's my theory.
Holly is the leech. Holly is the leech host.
So we gotta keep her alive.
So yeah, but
So you're the leech.
yeah, that's fine. I can get executed on final
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
We can just keep killing your pings. If you just
Yeah.
have that
Who
in
should
your-
I go? Who should I say that I saw?
Chris is good. Ollie's
Yeah.
good. Sullivan, Dom. So let's go. We need to get rid of Sullivan and Dom.
Why?
Because they're reading good. And you just need to kill them because you're reading good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if we can, if you convince the cool.
Okay.
Okay. But I might. But you can also fall on your sword, so I can also.
Yeah. How are you feeling about being the demon?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Confidence, Ken. It's gonna be great.
That's fine.
We're gonna win.
Ken told me he was the exorcist
Mhm.
and that he had done this mathematician. Ken is suspicious of Ollie and Tilly.
Yeah.
And so I told him, when I told you I was going to lie, I said that I was going to say that washerwoman play just to see how they reacted.
Mhm.
And Ollie immediately nominated Ken.
Yes.
Because possibly if it's not a summoner world and Ken exorcised the demon, night 2, then if it was Ollie, he would know Ken was the exorcist and would just immediately try to get him off the board.
Well, hopefully our bounty hunter has learned a new name.
Uh-huh.
Hello, legends.
Hello. How you
Oh, I
doing?
You were pretty keen to join the
Dead group.
I think I solved the game.
Nice.
I think I solved the
You
game.
think you solved it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, even now with the demon being made.
I don't think the demon's been made.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
Ken thinks he exercised.
I exercised Ollie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's been really sus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, last night or night before?
No, night
Night
2.
2. And there was no death.
Night 3 I picked you.
Okay. Interesting.
And pick him again.
Yeah, well.
Tilly, can I talk to you very briefly? Yeah. Where would you like to go? Just anywhere is fine. Just
This is a very fun game. Who created this?
Who created this game?
This is so
Who
good.
created this game? Don't know where that person could be. But I hope he's listening.
Why? Do you have criticism?
I have a lot of feedback on these rolls.
Feedback.
Too
alright.
powerful.
I
Too
forgot,
powerful.
yes.
Can I ask what name you learned to ask?
Do you have criticism? I have a lot of feedback on these rolls. Feedback. Too powerful. Too powerful.
Did you?
As a demon, this is too powerful.
Okay. So
In the game, is
I
it
don't.
possible
Yeah.
that I'm drunk?
Yeah. I don't think.
And there's a lot of...
I don't even if we think he's evil, we should kill him. No, exactly. I think that's it. If he is the tea lady, then I think that's good to keep around. He said he's the tea lady. He's gonna come out with that today. If he is that, then it's fine. We want to keep him around.
Wait. Ken also knows I'm the poppy grower. If this is a leech game, I'd be a great person to pick as the host.
But if we kill the poppy grower, if we execute
But that means the evils already know. So
They might do.
But also, if we execute the poppy grower after Summoner creates a demon, I don't think the demon will get to know the minions still.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. But they might. If the demon that was created was either you, John, Ken, they might have chosen me because it would get rid of the poppy grower. They'd know who their evil team are. But we're having a conversation right now.
I'm dead.
You're dead. That's true.
The gossip around the town is that you're finding it difficult to axe people. So, would anyone like to gossip? Would anyone like to nominate?
I would like to gossip that I am the drunk.
Okay.
How many of us are alive at the moment? Just as a question, in case we don't want to kill too many people.
Yes.
7 of us alive.
Oh,
Interesting.
sorry.
Oh, 8.
I get confused sometimes.
I'd like to gossip that there is a fortune teller in play.
I'd like to gossip that Sullivan is evil.
Any more? All right, there are 4 of you that can vote today. Nominations are open.
I would like to nominate Chris, please.
All right, up you come.
Heck.
Where my boys at?
Chris.
Oh my God.
Okay, Stephen, please tell us why you have nominated Chris.
I don't know. I think that Chris might be the summoner, and I think Chris might be the tea lady. I have talked to the bounty hunter, and the bounty hunter has told me that John is a bad egg. That John is evil, and John has died, and so there is new bounty hunter information out there. So if we can kill someone, if we can kill this new person that the bounty hunter has learnt about, that would be great. But if we can't, I'd like to open the discussion on whether Chris is the summoner or the tea lady. If Chris is the tea lady, this is a little counterintuitive. If you are the tea lady, I'd like to kill you because you can join the dead and you get to vote, and we'll have much greater chance of killing the demon. If you are the summoner, I would like to ask if the dead players believe that Chris is actually the summoner. I'd like to not vote for Chris because Chris will have chosen another player in the night. Chris is not the demon. We don't want him to have a vote, and we don't want to kill him. So it's reversed, but I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Chris, do you pour tea or do you summon it out of the ether?
I don't understand what Steve just said. So I am the tea lady. So the dead, if you believe that I'm the tea lady, do whatever Steve just said, or don't. I will say that I actually believe that I am the drunk because I do trust my day one neighbors, and Blair died. And then if I'm the drunk, it would make sense that a sailor drinking with me, there's no point in drunking the drunk. So the sailor might have gotten drunk, and that's why John died. I would love to close the world, so I'm totally happy dying. My washerwoman thing was a lie, but this is the truth.
Okay, thanks guys. Have a seat.
Forgot about the washerwoman thing.
Yeah,
that
me
was
too.
fun.
Can I just add pertinent on the for the ghosts?
That bounty hunter ping is bollocks, and I'm dead. So I'm happy to vote with you ghosts to prove that I'm good. Obviously, Stephen might be evil. The rest of the ghosts probably good. Tell me which way to vote. I'm not evil. Happy to prove that with voting patterns.
It's worth putting this on.
Okay, I'm going to run the vote, guys. I'm going to run the vote, guys. There are 4 of you who can vote right now. You only need 1, although that will probably be topped. Votes for Chris, beginning with Blair in 3, 2, 1. 1.
Let's have it beat.
2. 2 is enough. Any other nominations?
Fine. Oh, sorry.
I'd like to nominate Tilly.
Okay,
great.
come guys.
Were you nominating yourself?
Yes, I was.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect.
It's like one mine. See you up there.
I think this is the one.
Okay, Chris, tell us why you have nominated Tilly.
I'll make this quick. Tilly was my neighbor on day 1, and Blair died. I'm the tea lady. I may be the drunk. It seems like Tilly also wanted this, so I just wanted to give town the option.
Okay. Tilly, your response.
I was the bounty hunter. I am spent. I don't know what's going on because you're reading good to me, but I saw you last night.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have no idea what's going on. But my ability is done, and I'm happy to stay alive or to die, whatever town thinks is best, basically.
I now think we should kill Tilly.
Me too.
Okay, well, let's put it to a vote. Have a seat.
Can I add pertinent information?
Yeah.
I trusted John with something, and I think if John was evil, something else would have happened by now.
Something else would have happened.
So I don't think John is evil, which makes me disbelieve the bounty hunter information. It could be that it's wrong, but it could be that Tilly's evil, which would also explain the tea lady thing.
Okay, we're going to run the vote. We have 2 on Chris. That means you need 3 if you wish to execute Tilly.
I'm not gonna.
I think it's
In 3,
I think 3.
2, 1.
I'm not gonna.
You are about to tie.
It's good.
0 is not enough.
That's weird.
The reason I
10
didn't.
seconds.
The reason I didn't vote for that is because the first night I was the chambermaid, I got a 1. We had a really good conversation. I trust that Tilly's on the level.
5.
4. I think this is a better.
3.
I think this is a better kill.
It's fine.
2.
It's okay.
1. Chris is executed and dies. Sleep tight. Ravenswood Bluff.
I knew we were sleeping.
John is dead, so we don't wake him anymore, and Laurie's already made a demon, so we don't wake him. So we are straight over to our freshly leeched Ken. Ken decides to kill Dom. It's a good choice because Dom correctly gossiped today. I suspect Ken's aware of that. And because Ken kills before the gossip kills, it happens before the gossip in the Night Order, that stops Dom's kill from going off, ultimately stopping him from learning the information that kill would have given him. Now it's time to wake Ollie. He has, up until now, been very, very careful with his stabby, but he decides to go for it tonight. Unfortunately, he decides to assassinate Holly, which, sadly, means that the Leech's host is now dead, which immediately kills Ken as well. And despite Ollie being so careful for the whole of the previous 3 nights, he has unfortunately inadvertently killed his demon. That means the game has ended, and we must immediately wake everybody up.
In any other situation, he would have just offed the poppy grower and given the evil team a huge helping hand. But instead, we have one of the top 3 wildest endings I think we've ever had on this show.
And that's what makes it so wild. If he'd have successfully assassinated the poppy grower 1 night ago, he would have been a hero.
But instead, he's a 0? That feels mean.
That's very rough.
That's mean.
I give him a 0.5.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You assemble in the town square to find their twisted body curled skyward around the gears, the wound up remains of Dom. And their mangled remains fashionably spiraled amongst myriad metal coils. I see the demon has released their spring collection. Holly.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, this is.
And
What?
incrementally crushed by the motions of the clock's hands, we must remove one more furious victim from our checklist of the living. That's another one ticked off. Ken.
Okay.
The game is over and the good team has won.
What? What?
What? Energy.
Was that my gossip?
It's a leech. It's a leech host.
What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What happened? It wasn't. Oh my god! Did you win? Are you good? Someone go.
Are you good? Are you good?
Unless I'm the leech host. Oh god, was it?
Wait, you're still good.
What happened? What happened?
Where's the kissing?
Yes, we got
It was very sad.
Please explain.
Seems very sad. Were you all evil?
I was good.
Who's bad?
Well,
Who's evil?
let's find out, shall we? I think we're going to kick off with John, the sailor. He made Ollie drunk on night 1, and on night 2, he was drunk himself, which is why on day 2, he was able to die by execution. Next up, I think we'll go with Holly, our poppy grower. At no point were the minions and demons made aware of each other, except for in this way. Tilly, the bounty hunter, who makes one townsfolk evil and learns one evil player. Tilly made herself evil, and as the evil bounty hunter learned that Laurie was also evil. A little lifeline for the bad guys there. Dom was our gossip, who only gossiped correctly yesterday. It would have caused a death had Ken the Leech not killed you.
What?
Ken!
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. There's more.
It gets better,
There's
I
more.
promise.
I'll wait for it.
Sullivan was our fortune teller, who at no point picked a demon or a red herring. Chris was the tea lady.
Oh, this is going to be good.
what's happened?
It's a winning streak on, Ollie.
Chris was the tea lady, who was never sat between two good players at any point. Blair was our chambermaid, who got a 1 on night 1 when she chose Chris and Tilly, and correctly learned that Tilly had woken up. Ken began this game as the Exorcists, but upon Laurie choosing to put a leech in play, became the leech and chose to poison the poppy grower, guaranteeing that the evil team would never be introduced to one another, which unfortunately leads us to Ollie, the assassin, who was so careful until that final night when he was just like, screw it, I'm going to take a shot. And he shot and killed Holly, which immediately killed Ken. Immediately ended the game. Welcome to season 2! Where are you boys?
Just as good as I've ever been. We're the boys! We're the summoner.
Good game, evil team. Good game.
I trusted you 100%.
Oh yeah, I got such a good feeling about this series. Ben, what was?
I trusted you so much.
I don't know.
Oh, Steve unfortunately lost with the. No, he won with a good team.
Hey! Won with a good team. First game of the series, and we have a leech, a poppy grower, and an assassin in the same game. Like.
I felt
It's almost like it's rigged against me!
Why did you make me the leech? Why do you make me evil? Why you underestimate?
Ken, you seem like you were being trusted, and also I hate you.
Welcome to my world, Ken.
I was playing such a good game. I knew like at least 2 evil players. Yeah. I knew Ollie was evil because on the first day he told me he was a mathematician who didn't wake up, and I was told him that.
So I went drinking with evil first night. Yeah, we were having another time with an evil player the whole time.
I felt like the demon because I just kept having to go to people and saying, I know you're evil.
Yeah, Tilly told me that you were evil, and I was just
You were essentially the demon's secretary.
It was great. If we woke up that day, we were in a very strong position.
I didn't realise.
I remember saying on day 1 with Laurie, we've got this. We're gonna win this one. How could they possibly win?
Chaos.
Not knowing any of the team, I was like, we're going to have
a leech.
Can I ask a rules thing?
Sure.
So can poisoned, but by choosing Holly as a leech host, is that what happened?
That's right.
That's what happened.
So a poisoned poppy grower doesn't reveal the information to the evil team?
No. The poppy grower, the information is revealed upon the death of the poppy grower. So, if a poppy grower is drunk or poisoned and they die, their ability doesn't work and the evil team learns nothing.
Amazing. So did you not know that Holly was poppy grower?
No, he did. And in fact, in the conversation we had the last day, I was like, well, if I was making a leech, I would pick me as the leech host.
Yeah, it was a smart choice.
Me last day.
You also told that right to me. I was like, yeah.
Holly was gonna fight.
That's what a smart person would do.
Holly was gonna fight for her life because she knows she's the most valuable townsfolk in town.
Yeah.
It was a smart choice.
Did real well that first day, looking super evil. That was awful. Oh dear.
And I'm really glad. I thought you
when I know exactly who this is.
Oh well, I don't.
And that's time for this episode of No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clocktower. But worry not, there's gore to come. Get on board.
You want to have some good characters in there that can do it as well. It's all about providing those bluffs.
That's solid advice, Ben.
Thank
From
you.
a solid guy.
Oh, thanks. I've always considered myself quite gaseous.
That's a lot to disclose in front of 100,000 people plus. Let me get my my YouTube voice. Woo woo woo!
Is that your YouTube voice?
Whoa, tell us about my farm, man.
I now know the lyrics.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, the singer is blaming Cotton Eye Joe for being too much of a player.
Cotton Eye Joe is syphilis.
You think?
Is syphilis?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I would have been married a long time ago.
Is it actually syphilis?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Are you sure it's not just a guy called
No,
Cotton Eye Joe?
it's syphilis.
It's
Can
syphilis.
it just be about syphilis?
All songs are about butt diseases.
Oh, all songs are about
Yeah,
disease.
Holly, what do you think the Darkness song Growing on Me is about?
I think that's about butt disease, yeah.
Well, it's about herpes. That one's about herpes.
That one is about herpes.
That one I did know,
Yeah. What are the top
and
five?
that's really clever. So I listened back to it and I'm like, oh yeah, all those lyrics make sense.
Say what we famously about syphilis. I said, hey boy,
with your STD.
don't you come for tea? No get taken down from your treehouse, sitting in the sky.
I can't believe you've got syphilis. Don't give it to me. It is bad.
I got a house with windows and doors. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
It stings down there.
Hey,
Take the scabs off. There is pus and blood. Oh no! It's spread into my lungs as well.
say you true, say to me.
STD. Please say to me your STD.